into. Yeah, if I'm in it, then I own it, not a rental. No, I've been plotting on the lamb in the Benz. Cool.
It's week 7 of the National Football League, and all eyes are on the Jaguars' burner at wide receiver. No shortage of work for him, sitting second in the league in catches. It's the Jags and the Texans, and it kicks off next on Madden NFL 23.
Got a wonderful fall afternoon in the stadium. Getting toward the halfway point of the NFL season, Week 7 is underway on EA Sports. This will be fielded inside the 5. And up to about the 26-yard line, just across the 25. Mills looking to the air right away. He rifles one that's intercepted. Picked off by Tyson Campbell.
Why they came to this week with a winning record is that they feed off of mistakes like this, and now it's a prime opportunity. Just moments in the game to get a short field touchdown off of their big defensive play. Now on the other side, they were already the underdog in this one. They just made their uphill battle just a little bit tougher.
Now Lawrence on first down. And he's got it. And the Jaguars are looking at first and goal as he's tackled all the way down at the 2-yard line. Here's Lawrence. And that is caught. Touchdown, Jacksonville. J.J. from the right side. His 17th touchdown now on the season. And the Jags use the early turnover to get on the board first here in this one. Extra point right down the middle. And it's now a 7-0 game. Here's the Jaguar kick team now as they run up and send this one away. Fielded just outside the goal line. And able to get this across the 20, but not much further as he's dropped it to 23-yard line. So now we get set to see Houston for their second drive of the ball game. Not the start that they were hoping for. The interception on the first play of the game, it leads to 6 points the other way. How do you rebound from here?
Yeah, a little bit of humor. Got to laugh that one off and not the ha-ha. That was very funny, but kind of like, can you believe that just happened? Let's go out and play now. Let's just start over.
Yikes, a 4-yard loss really sets him back now for second down. Here's Mills. And incomplete on the deep ball. An incomplete pass on that last play, and that means he'll need to come up with something here on third down. To throw, Mills. And the throw there going to be incomplete.
Nice back-to-back plays defensively. They're stacking momentum now. 1 incompletion, 2 incompletion. They're going for more.
On is the punter, Johnston now, as he sends this one away. Taken in at the 22. And he is out of bounds right around the 34. A solid 12-yard return after the 55-yard punt. And the Jaguars go on offense, first down and 10. On first down, Lawrence. That'll be caught. Rager with it. And he'll be tackled right on the chalk of the 45. Throwing now, Lawrence on first down. He'll fire it deep for Rager. And he bats it away, and it falls down incomplete. After the incomplete pass, here now is second and 10. Out of the gun, it's Lawrence. And a throw right sideline is complete. Touchdown, Jaguars! Great effort there. With touchdown number 23 here on the year. And the Jaguars have taken a 13-0 first quarter lead. Point after, right down the middle. And it's now 14-0. Here's the Jaguar kick team now as they run up and send this one away. fielded just outside the goal line. Now a hit and a loose football. So a teammate picking him up there, that was nearly disaster.
And the way that you coach these things, you want to make sure you have eyes towards the return guy because you want to make sure that the catch is secure. And a lot of teams do that. They have at least one guy. Okay, you're responsible for making sure he secures the catch. He's not always the one that makes the recovery, but he can always sound out the alarm. Hey, ball's on the ground. We've got to get it back.
Mills throw into the hands of Hooper. They'll get 3 as the drive continues. It's a first down. First and 10, it's Pierce. Taking it right down Broadway. Past the 20. And he'll take this one in for a Texans touchdown. They were already down 2 scores early. They needed something to try to stem that tide, and that certainly qualifies. A big play to get him in the end zone.
It qualifies indeed because, let's face it, they don't get something done on this drive, turn it back over, this game could be 88 and out the gate early.
What? 88 and out the gate?
Yeah.
What's that?
Well, listen, I used to hear my old man talk about it. Usually meant that thing's done.
Well, now that they got the touchdown, it's not 88 and out the gate. We still got a good game going ahead of us. Out comes the Jacksonville offense as they get set to take over here. So for this offense, Charles, remember, drive 1 made it to the end zone. Drive 2 resulted in a touchdown as well. Now they'll try to make it 3 for 3.
Yeah, and you know, they told us all week that this was the plan and this is what they wanted to execute, but did they really believe it would happen this well, this efficiently? I know they'll take it, and afterwards they'll say, there was never a doubt in our minds we were going to be successful in this one.
On first and 10, it's Lawrence. Out left and hauled in by Arcega-Whiteside. So a first and 10 now in Houston territory at the 47. Now left side, a completion to his tight end. He'll get this one down near the 20-yard line, just shy of the 20. And they'll throw on first down with Lawrence. That's going to be caught. Arcega-Whiteside. Touchdown, Jaguars. J.J. Arcega-Whiteside with a second touchdown in this opening quarter. And the Jaguars have taken a 2-touchdown lead now. Extra point splits the uprights, and it's now 21-7. So that drive spanned 5 plays, and it culminates in a Jags touchdown. Here's the Jaguar kick team now as they run up and send this one away. This will be fielded inside the 5. And he won't quite make it to the 25. Houston set to take over. Coming off every player's friend, the open week from last weekend.
Oh, there's no doubt about that. Even if you're coming off of a loss as they did, the open week is exactly what you need after you kind of get over it a little bit, right? Rest up the mind, rest up the body, get yourself ready to go. And they have to be eager to play again, especially since they lost the last time out.
So the big play gets them across midfield now for first and 10. First down, they go right back to Pierce. And nothing doing. He's immediately taken down at the line of scrimmage. He was brought down by Trayvon Mullen. So after the run for no gain, here's second and 10. On second down, here's Pierce. And that'll hurt the average a bit as this time they're able to get him behind the line. It'll be a loss of a full 3 yards there, and it also brings up third down. Mills now. And finding the tight end, Hooper. And he's going to have another first down as the tackle's made at the Jaguars' 30. A first down throw for Mills. Nowhere to turn here, and he's going to go down. Back at about the 37-yard line. Multiple players combined for their team's first sack of the game. So second and long, and got to be careful not to fall out of field goal range. Another try after the first down sack. Mills to Pierce. They set up the screen. And he's going to be taken down at the 28-yard line. 7th play of the drive forthcoming on 3rd and 8. Mills to throw it. Under pressure, and down he goes. They sack him back at the 36. Multiple players getting home there for an 8-yard loss. And his kick is absolutely perfect. And that will get the disadvantage now back down to 11. So as it turns out, that sack doesn't wind up costing them, Charles. They at least get points, get 3 of them.
Yeah, that's where your kicker can really come to your rescue because you know after the sack there was a little consternation there. Are we out of field goal range? Are we going to be able to get 3? In this case, he stepped right up and gave them exactly what they needed.
And out now comes Jacksonville as they get ready to go. Right now, everything they touch turns to gold. This is their 4th possession. Touchdowns on their first 3 possessions. I mean, this defense, they can't seem to stop them. It's like they're on skates.
Great analogy, Brandon, because they are pushing them back and winning everything at the line of scrimmage. They've just been laying down tracks towards the opposite end zone. So, to themselves, all they're saying is, if we don't make...
He's got a man, complete. And he's finally taken down, and it's a big gain there on what will turn out to be the final play of this first quarter. We are in for a good one as we're through 1 on EA Sports. The Jags with the football to begin the second quarter as they've got it with a 1st and 10. Here's Lawrence to throw. And it's incomplete. Took a shot, couldn't connect. An incomplete pass leads to 2nd and 10 from the 25. Throwing again here. It's Lawrence. Got his man. It's caught. Touchdown. A great play there with his 2nd touchdown here in this first half, as his guys have opened up a very comfortable lead. Extra point right down the middle, and the lead is up to 18 now. Here's the Jaguar kick team now as they run up and send this one away. And this will not be returnable. It's out of the back of the end zone for a touchback. And now out comes Houston. And they dipped a game below 500 following the loss last week. And you get the sense that maybe this team's at a little bit of a crossroads here.
Yeah, I think that's a really good way to put it because what's that old malaprop? If you come to a fork in the road, take it. Because this crew, they're losing ground fast. They've got to start winning some ball games. And the good teams, they're starting to separate themselves, and these guys are being left behind.
They try to throw on 2nd down, but this one is incomplete. The Texans on 3rd down, just 1 for 3 thus far. This is 3rd and 8. From the gun, here's Mills. And that is incomplete.
That's looking like another 3 and out here, and at some point, you got to be able to put together a drive to keep your defense from having to go right back out on the field. I feel like things are starting to unravel a little bit, and we're not even at halftime.
Fielded at the 33, and he goes out right around the 39. We'll call that a punt of 38 yards officially, and it will be 1st and 10 as they take over. Jaguars come to the line to start their next drive. Well, everything right now that they touch on this side of the football, it seems to turn to gold. They've scored on 3 straight possessions. That lead continues to grow. And, I mean, if they can get points here, Charles, might almost be an insurmountable comeback for the other side.
I think you make a great case for that, so I'm going to flip it over to the other side. Could they make the big comeback? Certainly. Am I expecting it? Not at all. I think if we don't see a drastic change in how they're playing, this blowout's going to get bigger and bigger before the final gun.
He'll get this right back to Rager. And he's going to be taken down at the 28-yard line. Now Lawrence. This will be caught. It's Arcega-Whiteside. And he's brought down after a very nice gain. Lawrence will throw. Touchdown! J.J. Arcega-Whiteside. A monster game. 3 first-half touchdowns. And the Jaguars continue to pull away here in this first half. point after, right down the middle. And the route is on here in this first half. The kickoff unit is out on the field, and they will send this one away. And this will be a touchback as that sails over the end line. And here comes the Texans now. And Charles, a very uninspired effort the last time we saw them out there was a quick 3-and-out, then they punted the football.
Yeah, and you never want to get stopped so soundly during a series, but what would be even worse now?
And now look at this. Big gain, but a fumble. And did the Jaguars come up with it? They did. These defenses have become... And now before the ball changes hands, they're going to take a look at this just to make sure that they have it right. So that one overturned. They say the knee was down, and that will not be ruled a fumble. Mills now looks to throw on first down. And his throw's going to be incomplete. These two teams, you might recall, met up back in September in Week 3. And it was the visitors getting the win there, so they'll be looking for the sweep back here at home. On second down, Mills again. And the Jags get to him as down he goes. Joe Tryon in there for the sack, and he's closing in on the all-time record. That's number 19 on the year. Now on third and long, they'll look to throw. Under pressure, and they got to him again. Joe Tryon, 2 plays in a row now that he has gotten in there for the sack, and it brings up fourth down. Now on fourth down, it's Cameron Johnston on to punt it away. He's been a busy man here in this first half as he gets it away. 33 yards is the distance on the punt there. And out will come the offense as they take over. So here are the Jaguars to take over on offense. They've got the lead right now as they start this drive 1st and 10. Of course, remember they beat the Saints a week ago, so some good momentum rolling right now. And he's able to get this to the 40-yard line before he's out of bounds. A good pickup there, 26 yards. Now Lawrence to throw. He'll rifle this one deep right side. Touchdown, Jaguars! Great effort there. On his way to a monster game, 3 first-half touchdowns. And the Jaguars are able to strike quickly to add on to their lead. Extra point splits the uprights, and the route is on here in this first half. Here's the Jaguar kick team now as they run up and send this one away. And they will not get a chance to return this one as it's through the end zone for a touchback. Out comes the Houston offense as they get set to take over here. The last series for them, a little disappointing, forced to punt. And now they'll try to do better here and come away with some points as they begin this drive. 1st and 10. And he's upended after a gain of 2 out to the 27.
2 yards on the pickup. Second and 8 at the 27-yard line.
Throwing again on second down. Mills. Oh, into a sea of defenders and intercepted. Picked off by Lewis Seen. And the Jaguars are going to take possession of the football. From the 34 now, here's 1st and 10. Now Lawrence. He's going to take a shot right away for the end zone. And that is caught. Touchdown, Jacksonville. Travis Etienne, 34 yards. And the Jaguars have got it on cruise control. Extra point right down the middle. And the route is on here in this first half.
Texans 10.
Here's the Jaguar kick team now as they run up and send this one away. And that'll carry over the back line of the end zone for a touchback. The Texans offense now, they get set to head back on the field here. Well, still early in this one, Charles, but the last time this offense was out there, they threw their first interception of the ball game, so trying to avoid repeating that mistake here on this drive.
And to put a positive spin on it, at least it happened in the first half and not in a close game in the fourth quarter, but you're absolutely right, partner. One of the last things this offensive quarterback wants to witness again in this game.
Kind of an obvious question, Charles, but anything you try to avoid after your first pick, or you say it's one interception, we're still in the first half, I'm going to do the same thing?
I think you want to avoid playing scared, and put it into the mind of the quarterback that you've lost confidence in him. Make sure you get some throws that he's going to be able to complete, make him feel good about himself, and continue to run your offense.
Now, right where this set of downs started, they need a full 10 here to pick up the first down and move the chains. And Mills is intercepted for the third time. Andrew Booth picks it off. I'm not sure that the wheels, Charles, are coming completely off, but they're shaking a little bit. That's 3 interceptions, and now interceptions here on back-to-back drives.
And I think about what a Hall of Fame coach told me that
touchdown, Jaguars! J.J. touchdown number 50. And the Jaguars just continue to roll. Point after, right down the middle. And the route is on here in this first half. Well, they got the ball in great field position. One play later, boom, end zone. Out is the kickoff unit as they run up and send this one away. And this will not be returnable. It's out of the back of the end zone for a touchback. Houston set to take over. They're sort of seeing themselves spiral out of control. Let's see if they can get things back on track.
And this is where the coach is walking that line of being calm and really being firm with his team. I had one tell me once, when we were having a tough patch, this too shall pass, this too shall pass. And if we kept having a rough patch, he said, but you got to do something to make it pass. And that's what they have to do. They've got to get some control back, get themselves reasserted, and calm things down.
See if they can get calm and reassert themselves here. And he takes us up to the 40-yard line before being corralled. And now a throw on first down there, but it's incomplete. An incomplete pass on first down. That leads to a 2nd and 10. Now Mills. Toward the center of the field, but it's incomplete.
Feels like they're getting caught in between here because they did completions on first and second down. Now you got to worry a little bit about the clock because you prefer not to give them another shot here in the first half. But if you don't pick up the first down, guess what? You're likely going to have to.
On third down, here's Mills. Going deep here for Landry. And unable to connect. Incomplete. I'll give them credit. They took their shot, but it's going to bring up 4th down. On 4th down, the punt team is on as this is sent away. And a fair catch called for and made just outside the 15-yard line. It'll be a 39-yard punt, no return. And they will take over 1st and 10. Jaguars come to the line to start their next drive. And still plenty of time remaining here in the half, more than a minute. We'll see if they just want to protect that lead or try to add on to it.
Well, with as much time as is left on the clock, I would imagine it would be the latter. I think they're going to try and add on to it. So what they're going to tell the team is very simply, if you can get out of bounds, out.
And that's caught inside the 30. And they're going to get this down inside the 20. A real field flipper there as all of a sudden they've got a first down in the red zone. Got his man, it's caught. Touchdown! From 19 yards away. And the Jags will extend their lead in the final minute of the half. The extra point splits the uprights, and the route is on here in this first half. Here's the Jaguar kick team now as they run up and send this one away. And this will be a touchback as that sails over the end line. The Texans with the football here late in this first half. Things for them, just to put it bluntly, man, it has been tough sledding here in the first half, facing that big deficit. The clock is dwindling now. Maybe if they can get something on the board here before intermission, they'll have at least a little momentum heading into the second half.
To throw once more on 2nd and 10.
Mills.
And his pass is intercepted for the 4th time today.
Andrew Booth picks it off.
And he will take this one home. It's a touchdown.
I cannot imagine a more perfect half of football for one side, CD, and a more disastrous half of football for another side. But if you focus on the positive half, with this pick six, you look at where that lead is at, and to think that we are only in the second quarter. My goodness.
I love the expression, my goodness indeed. Pretty obvious. It's a free fall out there. Everybody gets a chance to make a play. And if you're on the field, you've got a great chance of being the next guy that your teammates are celebrating.
And the Texans going to get the football one final time here in this first half.
And with time quickly fading here in the second quarter, not sure how aggressively, offensively they want to play this.
I think we'll find out just how much they trust their guys in this situation if they decide to take a shot.
Now the Texans will burn the first of their timeouts, as it'll come with 15 seconds to play in the first half. Into the hands of his receiver, Anderson. Now a timeout signaled for, and they'll get it with 10 seconds to go before halftime. Looking to throw again on 2nd down.
Mills finds his man. It's John Mechie.
And they're able to work this to the 25 before it's all said and done. Now a timeout called with 3 seconds to go. And, of course, they're in field goal range in the final seconds of this first half. And his kick here is good. And that will do it for this first half. So we've reached halftime here in what is quickly turning into quite a rout, as we send you on over to Orlando for Jonathan Coachman at our EA Sports Halftime Report. Take it away, Coach.
Okay, Brandon, thanks very much. A lot to get to here.
Message received here. No need to wait. We're going to skip halftime and get right back to the action. Here comes the third quarter. All right, Coach, thank you very much as we welcome you back for quarter number 3.
The Jaguars in possession of the lead, and they will get the football as we are underway in the second half.
They'll elect to bring it out here from the end zone. And ultimately cannot get this out to the 25-yard line as he's dropped at the 23.
Out come the Jaguars now as he'll go on offense first here in this third quarter.
Well, this offense, this team, they are rolling right now, Charles. They've scored on 3 straight possessions. You look at the scoreboard, and they pretty much right now got this thing on cruise control.
Yeah, and this is that time of game where you and I have to be prepared, right? Isn't this kind of like that empty the bucket time where you have to go into your blowout material and make sure we have some different things? That's what we're staring at right now, the way this one is going.
And they'll work this down to the 40-yard line, tackled there. So on the other side of the field now, it's 1st and 10 as they've got things rolling on this drive.
Looking to throw, Lawrence.
He's going to fire this thing deep right sideline. And that is caught. Touchdown, Jacksonville. A great play there. 40 yards.
And the Jaguars are pouring it on.
Extra point right down the middle. And the lead grows even larger here in the third quarter.
Texans 13.
Set now to kick this one away, and off it goes.
Fielded just outside the goal line. And taken down just past the 20 at about the 21-yard line.
Here's the Texans offense now, readying for their first possession of the second half. And now the Jags defense deciding to call a timeout. It's just their first, so 2 remaining as they burn one here in this third quarter.
Throwing, Mills.
Oh, he dropped it. And that's pretty indicative of the way this one's gone. So now 2nd and 10 after the incompletion on 1st down. Here's Mills. Nowhere to go here. He lost the football. And the Jags grab it. And he brings this one back. A fumble return for Jacksonville score. No going for two. They'll kick the point after. And the lead grows even larger here in the third quarter. The scoop and score, always an exciting play in football, and we witnessed it there. Grabbing it off the ground and then rumbling it into the end zone for 6. This will be fielded inside the 5. And he'll be tackled just shy of the 25. And now out comes Houston.
Well, we're still in the third quarter, so there's some time to kind of clean this up and make it look more respectable. Now, a win, that's probably gone out the window, Charles, but I don't know. Do you look at this as a time to just improve and maybe start to look towards the future?
I think you have to find something to play for, something to grasp onto until the clock runs out. But, Brandon, we've been around this game a long time. This is an outlier. You don't get many blowouts like this no matter how the game looks on paper going in. This one has turned out to be everyone's worst nightmare realized.
A quick throw knocked away and incomplete.
From the 34, they'll come to the line on 2nd and 10. Mills. Quick slant. That's caught by the 5'11 Landry. And they'll get it up just short of the 45 at the 44. Mills on first down. Steps away to his left. Nothing open downfield, so he'll throw it away. So after the incompletion on first, now 2nd and 10. Mills to the air again. He's got Hooper on the short connection. And some room to maneuver. And they'll wind up getting this one all the way down inside the 20. So the big play means just like that, they'll operate from the red zone now on first down. And now the Jags going to signal for another timeout. And with that, they're down to 1 remaining here in this second half. First down, Mills. This one hauled in. Again, it's Hooper. And they're going to be set up now with the ball at the 13-yard line.
It's a gain of 5. Brings up 2nd and 5 at the 13-yard line.
Hand off right side to Pierce. And he'll fight his way down right around the 12. This will be the 8th play of the drive here. 3rd and 4.
A gain of a yard on the play. Brings up 3rd and 4.
Mills now. And that is caught. Touchdown, Texans. Jarvis Landry. A 12-yard touchdown grab. And the Texans are able to claw one back. The extra point up and good. So they do get 1 score back, but still a long way to go here in the third quarter. And no return on this one as the fair catch is signaled for and taken.
Jalen Reagor and the offense back out for another series here.
And I know that they've double-teamed him a couple times, but not a ton. Whatever they're doing isn't working. He's up over 100 yards. We'll see how they adjust.
And when they do that, they weaken their defense in other places as well. And how many times have we done games where we've seen a guy have a big game like this? But it's usually not by himself, is it? Usually it opens it up for other people to have big games as well.
That's going to be caught. Arcega-Whiteside. And he's going to get this all the way down inside the 35. They're going to hurry back to the line now.
On 1st and 10, it's Lawrence.
He'll let this go for the end zone. Got his man. It's caught. Touchdown. Travis Etienne. His 2nd touchdown of the game, 17th on the year.
And the Jaguars get another third-quarter touchdown to add on to that lead.
Point after, right down the middle. And the lead grows even larger here in the third quarter. The kickoff team on the field now as they will send this one away.
This will be fielded inside the 5. And he will make it to the 20-yard line and no further.
The Texans offense now, they get set to head back onto the field.
Well, this has been a tough one for them, Charles. They've struggled really on both sides of the football. And one thing that's really plagued them, the turnovers. They've had issues keeping the football in their possession.
In every game that's ever been played, all coaches talk about taking care of the football and limiting turnovers. And in this one, after we saw that first turnover, we worried that things would snowball, and it certainly did, especially on the scoreboard.
These guys have punted 4 times already, and they're staring at a 5th, barring a conversion here on 3rd down.
Looking to throw is Mills.
And my goodness, another interception.
Picked off by Tyson Campbell.
And he will take this one home. It's a touchdown.
And Charles, for this offense, those interception woes they kind of had in the first half have now followed them into the second half. And for this defense, they take advantage, turn that into a pick 6.
And that defense is in a spot now where they're thinking about ways to close this game out. And as confidently as they've been playing, I expect them to do exactly that.
This will be fielded inside the 5. And he'll take it a yard or so past the 20, call it the 21. Houston's offense taking over again. It's a game that they would rather probably forget about, at least to this point, Charles. And one reason is turnovers. A turnover on the last drive. They had the issue in the first half as well, and that's really, unfortunately for them, helped to put this game out of reach.
And you know they won't admit it to themselves, but we know that winning the game is pretty much out of the picture now. So their bottom line is, how do they play a clean game the rest of this one, right? Take care of the football, no more turnovers, and see how that works.
The Jags with 5 in the secondary now on 3rd down.
To throw, Mills. And this will be incomplete. Boy, can you believe this? That one probably should have been picked 2. Instead, it's 4th down.
And he deserves a bronze leg as he gets this one away. This is taken at the 15. Officially, that'll go as a 52-yard punt. Not too shabby. Out comes the Jacksonville offense as they get set to take over here.
They're obviously right now in the driver's seat, comfortably ahead. They've scored on a couple straight possessions, Charles. And, I mean, for them, I guess it's just more of the same, right? Keep doing what you've been doing.
Yeah, it's not typical for us to see games out of reach in the 3rd quarter. Right now, they're unstoppable in this one. And seeing how they just came out onto the field, it does appear like they're done scoring points in this one. They look awfully confident.
He's got a man, complete.
And he'll be brought down at about the 23-yard line. Now Lawrence on 1st down.
And that is caught. Touchdown, Jacksonville. 23 yards for the touchdown.
And the Jaguars are able to extend their lead in the final seconds of this 3rd quarter.
Extra point splits the uprights, and the lead grows even larger here in the 3rd quarter. The kickoff unit is out on the field, and they will send this one away.
Fielded just outside the goal line. And makes it across the 20 as his guys will set up shop at the 23-yard line. Houston's offense already at the line, set to get going. See if they can put this drive in the end zone, Charles, because it's been a little bit of a rough go at times. They've had to punt the football a ton in this ball game because of stalled-out drives.
So are you saying that you're kind of tired of seeing the punter run out there and do his thing during this game? Is that what you're trying to say?
Yeah. Well, I mean, I'm okay with it. I have a feeling.
Back now in Houston. And this is a blowout so far as we get set for the 4th quarter. A very one-sided affair. On 2nd and 9, Mills. And he drops it incomplete. And their struggles continue here. This offense so far on 3rd down, just a 20% success rate at 2 of 10. This is 3rd and 9.
Mills to throw it.
And now here is another interception.
Picked off by Tyson Campbell. And the Jags are going to take possession of the football.
From the 34 now, here's 1st and 10. Lawrence. He'll rifle this one deep right side. Got his man. It's caught. Touchdown, Jaguars. A great effort there. 34 yards.
And the Jaguars are looking to make it 2 straight as they add on to this 4th quarter lead.
Extra point right down the middle. And this one was over a while ago as they just add on to that big lead. Here's the Jaguar kick team now as they run up and send this one away. And they will not get a chance to return this one as it's through the end zone for a touchback. And the Texans set to come onto the field.
They were coming off the extra week of rest, but this team started sluggish, and it really didn't get any better from there. And trailing big here in this 4th quarter.
Trying to shake off the interception from the last drive. He'll look to throw. And they get him down, but not before he takes it across the 40-yard line. One play has him up past the 40 already, and another 1st and 10.
A 1st down throw for Mills. And that is incomplete. Oh, the coverage a little too good there, and it's 2nd down. On 2nd and 10, Mills. And he's got the hook up to Landry. And they're going to get this up to midfield.
And I see an extra defensive back on the field. Little surprise here on 3rd and 1.
Mills now from the 50.
And that will be incomplete.
We've talked about it, CD, but it bears repeating. They are struggling to throw the football. All the interceptions and more incompletions. It just doesn't look like things are in sync out there.
I would agree with that, and it's not a good day when you feel like an incomplete pass is almost a win for you because it wasn't intercepted. And I think the receivers now, when they're running their routes, they want to catch. They also want to make sure that the defenders don't take it away.
Lawrence bringing the Jaguars up 1st and 10.
At their own 13.
He'll throw from the gun.
He's got a man. Complete. Touchdown, Jaguars.
Jalen Reagor.
His 2nd touchdown of the afternoon.
And the Jaguars add another 6 points to what's going to be a blowout victory.
Now the try here for the extra point. Now this one was over a while ago as they just add on to their big lead. Those are the ones the offensive coordinators dream about. One-play drives from that distance. What an effort. It results in the touchdown. Out is the kickoff unit as they run up and send this one away. And that'll carry over the back line of the end zone for a touchback.
The Texans getting set here to take over again on offense. Where we stand right now in the 4th quarter, this one pretty much out of reach. And, Charles, I know they're going to be disappointed about several things with this ball game, but
my goodness, another interception.
Picked off by Tyson Campbell. And the Jaguars are going to take possession of the football. On 1st down, Lawrence.
He'll rifle this one deep right side. Got a man, it's caught inside the 10. Touchdown! A big play there. 49 yards.
And the Jaguars take the forced turnover on defense and convert it into 6 points.
Point after, right down the middle. And this one was over a while ago as they just add on to that big lead. Set now to kick this one away, and off it goes. And this will not be returnable. It's out of the back of the end zone for a touchback. Out comes the Houston offense as they get set to take over here.
Well, we said it at halftime that they would need a nearly perfect second half to erase that deficit that they were facing, CD. But unfortunately, the second half has pretty much been a carbon copy of the first.
Yeah, that early lead was almost insurmountable the way their opponent was playing. And, partner, they do have some good news, though. This one is getting close to being over, and they can try and hit the reset button starting tomorrow.
Mills' throw taken in there by Cooks.
And they're able to get this one across the 35. So from the 36 now, 1st and 10.
Working out of the gun, Mills. Right side completes to Mechie.
And a 6-yard gain gets him right around the 43.
Line of scrimmage, the 43 on 2nd and 4. They're sending pressure. Here's Mills.
And his throw's going to be incomplete. Now they face a 3rd down and 4 after that incompletion on 2nd down.
And they'll throw again. Here's Mills.
And now here is another interception. Greedy Williams picks it off.
And the Jags are in great shape here as they take over at their 46-yard line. Throwing now, Lawrence on 1st down. Open right side, complete to Rager. And he's going to be taken down right at the 40-yard line. He'll fire it deep for Rager.
And that is caught. Touchdown.
Jalen Rager, 40 yards. And the Jags take the interception on defense and convert it into 6 points.
Extra point splits the uprights. And this one was over a while ago as they just add on to that big lead. The kickoff team on the field now as they will send this one away. And this will be a touchback as that sails over the end line.
Houston set to take over. Well, this game, it has had no shortage of offense. They've been able to put up a decent amount of points on this side, Charles. They just have not been able to keep pace with the other offense they're going against here.
Yeah, that's a good way of pointing things out because now it's not a total loss because, as you said, they've scored some points.
There he goes left side. 20. Touchdown, Texans.
John Mechie,
75 yards.
And the Texans get a small measure of revenge as they cut into this 4th quarter deficit.
Extra point right down the middle as they make the score just a slight bit more respectable here in the final quarter of play. Out is the Texans kick team as they'll send this one away.
Fielded right around the 8. And he's up past the 20 to the 22-yard line. Jalen Rager and the offense back out for another series here.
Well, this defense, they wouldn't mind not seeing him again for a while. 3 trips to the end zone. How about that?
I think right now they would happily go to their general manager and say, is there any way you could get a trade for him? Bring him over.
He's got a man. Complete. Touchdown, Jaguars. Great play there. 78 yards.
And the Jaguars extend their lead yet again.
Point after, right down the middle. And this one was over a while ago as they just add on to that big lead. The kickoff unit is out on the field, and they will send this one away. And they will not get a chance to return this one as it's through the end zone for a touchback.
The Texans offense set to regain possession. Well, partner, coaches always say that every play is designed to score a touchdown. Sometimes that's not really true, but last drive, that was the case. One play to get into the end zone, and now they'll try to duplicate that success here.
And it's rare for those moments to happen. Incredible when they do. And you saw the celebration. Pure, unbridled joy after that one.
They try to throw on second down, but this one is incomplete. Now they face a 3rd and 10 after back-to-back incompletions.
From the shotgun, it's Mills.
And finding the tight end Hooper. And down he goes, but he takes it up to the 40. 8th catch for him now. He's been a big factor. And it's a first down.
Mills again.
Out to his left. And he's going to have to eat this one as down he goes.
Multiple defenders get to him there, and that is the 6th time he's been sacked in this ball game.
Throwing on 2nd and long.
Mills
escaping the pressure right.
That's complete to Pierce.
And he goes out right around the 39.
Backed up here. Tough spot. Needing 11 yards to pick up the first. On 3rd down, here's Mills.
Quick slant. That's caught by the 5'11 Landry. And he'll be out just a yard or two shy of the 30.
Holding. Offense.
Well, there have been a ton of sacks. They were just trying to prevent another.
So what you're telling me is the conventional way has not really worked for them, huh?
Not at all.
Not at all. So he tries to grab him here, and they still get caught.
Forced out to his left. Oh, the ball comes out on the hit, but they'll say it's incomplete.
We've seen this quite a few times in this game. Offensive line unable to keep leverage, unable to keep people away, facing a lot of pressure. Fortunate just to get rid of it.
One of the reasons they're down is that inability, though, to stop the pressure. We saw another example of it there. Just 34 yards on the punt there, no return.
Jalen Reagor and the offense back out for another series here.
So far, he has the trio of touchdowns. Obviously, it's been a pretty good game for him.
So if this were hockey, they'd be throwing their hats out on the ice for the hat trick, right? I'm not sure exactly what you do in the NFL, except applaud and continue to hope you see a little bit more of this. What a tremendous game.
You want to start a new tradition? What can we throw on the field?
I don't know.
Throw your mic out there.
A lot of fans would like that. Cut his mic off.
3 touchdowns. And this is caught. And they are going to score again. Yet another touchdown as they just add to their totals. Extra point splits the uprights. And this one was over a while ago as they just add on to that big lead. Out is the kickoff unit as they run up and send this one away. And that'll carry over the back line of the end zone for a touchback. And now out comes Houston.
Over on the sideline, hoping to hit that reset button between possessions. Last time out, they had to punt it away. This time, hoping to finish this thing off in the end zone.
And my goodness, another interception.
Andrew Booth picks it off.
And he will take this one home. It's a touchdown. Extra point attempt to follow here. And this one was over a while ago as they just add on to their big lead. So the defense creating some points, not only getting the interception, but then returning it to the end zone for the pick six. And this will not be returnable. It's out of the back of the end zone for a touchback.
And now this offense comes back out onto the field. Well, CD, it's all window dressing at this point. I mean, the best they can do is end the game with a nice drive to maybe build some momentum to move forward into their next contest.
Yeah, with how lopsided this game has been, even one score might not do a lot of cosmetic good on the scoreboard, partner, because it's just about looking forward at this point. Get a touchdown here, give yourself some positive momentum and reps to focus on when you get back to practice in the next couple of days.
Back-to-back good plays have him on the move on first down. Now Mills. And his throw here's incomplete. After the incomplete pass, here now is 2nd and 10. Mills to the air again. He's got Hooper on the short connection. And they'll get him down on the other side of midfield. They'll be in search of 8 yards here as they hope to convert the first down. From the gun, here's Mills. And that is incomplete.
That incompletion is not a surprise with the way that this one has gone, and the frustration of body language is evident everywhere. This team, they've really been put through the ringer in this one.
Now on 4th down, on is the punt team sending this one away. And that one hits at the 7, but bounds into the end zone, and that'll be a touchback. Jalen Reagor and the offense back out for another series here.
What a game for him, Charles. 4 touchdowns. Heck, for a lot of guys, that's a good season number.
You're exactly right. And let's face it, we have to stand up and applaud this one, even though we're supposed to be neutral, because this doesn't just happen by accident. This isn't 4 times where the defense just falls down or breaks coverage. He's worked awfully hard, changing routes, changing areas, changing angles, and getting over.
And the pressure gets to Lawrence, and he'll go down. A loss of 4 that time on the sack, and it brings up 2nd.